What a week of football. What an exciting Super Sunday. This is the actual Super Sunday that we can actually talk about. We got to see it all, people, and it was exciting, people. It was challenging. We saw fighting spirits like we've never seen it before. So we are back. Here's the Football Connect. I'm your host, and we are going to be doing our review of Sunday, match week 12 as we go preparing for international break. Manchester City versus Chelsea, or should I call it Chelsea versus Man City, because Chelsea were at home. It was not an easy game. One thing that I have to say, but every point that we got from this game, it was earned. City had to fight. They are used to getting it easy. Jeremy Doku had to go out because he could not copy with the, what should I call it exactly? It was the pressure. He could just not deal with the pressure that Chelsea were putting on. And we have to really give some serious respect to Reece James, because the way he did shut him out into the whole game. He tried by all means to pass him until the man even failed to be fouled in the box, and he got a yellow card. It was a good game, so I'm gonna go through it, talk about it, the fighting spirit I saw from Chelsea, and how they can use this to build something special as a team, how they can use this to become that team, that force of nature that everyone expects them to be. We are all gonna talk about it here in the Football Connect. I wanna hear your thoughts. I'm your host, Sam. Click the like button, subscribe to connect. Let's get into the video. So it was a Super Sunday as it ended like Chelsea's 4, Man City 4. The other games which were played as well. Aston Villa beat Fulham by 3-1. Brighton beat Sheffield by it ended 1-1. There was a red card in the game, and Liverpool won by 3-0 against Brentford, which is very good, especially going to the Man City game. We also saw West Ham beating Nottingham Forest by 3-2. Some points I got on my fantasy league on that one. Saturday, Tottenham Hotspurs were shocked, like I told you. I told you on the preview. Go right on the preview of this video. Go watch the first 6 minutes. You will hear my predictions over what I said over Tottenham versus Wolves. Go check it out. Another one. And we talk about Arsenal versus Burnley. Arsenal won by 3-1. Mikel Arteta has officially beaten all the teams he has faced. 24 of them. It was only Burnley that he had not managed to beat, but now he has done it. So that's some seriousness there. Crystal Palace were shocked by Everton. I predicted a draw. I thought this game would end 2-2, but it ended Everton 3, Crystal Palace 2. It was an exciting game for those people who were watching on Saturday. Manchester United, that 1-0 win that I told you, it's exactly what happened. Some Manchester United fans are calling it that United are on life support. They're winning like a team on life support. Anyway, we'll find out to all become clear in their next week games or after the international break games to see exactly if they were on life support or they're creating something exciting. And we see Newcastle. This was the shock of the week, by the way. Bournemouth 2, Newcastle 0. And it was Dominic Solanke, the former Reds player, came in with one of the best amazing performances I have seen. I really enjoyed that game. Newcastle, they were not really performing so well, but the Geordies were not happy to a point that they actually found themselves arguing with the captain. And I remember Trippier was shouting, "How many injuries we have? How many injuries we have?" Like, it became crazy, people. So there is a lot of things to talk about. That's how all the games of the week went in. So let's preview them. Let's try to talk tactics now. Starting with the big one, 4-4. Manchester City will visit Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, and it ended 4-4. I thought this was going to be an easy win for City. I didn't really give my predictions over this game because I really don't know what to say, but I just had a feeling that Chelsea could shock this Man City team. And if you could see the performance I saw from Sterling today, whew, I felt like Manchester City's former players came back to haunt him. They really came back to haunt them. The way they were performing, the fighting spirit, what they gave into that game, it was out of this world. The tenacity, what we saw, It was out of this world. The goals against the goal that Rodri scored, Haaland scoring with his balls. It's crazy. Scoring with his balls. Like literally they hit him and the ball went inside the game. And also the penalty, which should not have been a penalty. The Man City penalty. I just don't get how VAR allows something like that to stand, because I felt like it was soft. Of all the shots or all the goals, that was one of the soft, because those goals were tussling each other, they were holding each other's hands, and I think it should have been different, but it was given. But that did not stop Chelsea from performing. So many tackles we saw from this game, from a City's point of view, which I felt like the referee should have done better. I felt like the referee should have done better in terms of his officiating, the way he was making the decisions. But, you know, it's Anthony Taylor. Sometimes he can disappoint you. But I can't all put it on him, because I felt like he came back into the game as an official, did so well, controlled the game so well. I actually felt like there were some moments he actually limited some of the yellow cards that were coming out in the game, because there was some anger that we could see. The tensions between the two teams were actually rising, some serious angers. There were players from Man City I thought that they were going to dominate, but they were shut down by Chelsea. Of course, Haaland managed to score the 2 goals, but trust me, he struggled in that game. Thiago Silva, can you believe that this man is 39 years old? 39 years old, but he's still playing like one of the best defenders we have in the Premier League. And that has to say something about the Premier League. How a 39-year-old can still stand up in a team full of youngsters and lead them to perform in that manner. So many people have told me over the weeks or over this season that Chelsea are a team that does better when they are playing with a team that opens up going forward. And today I think we saw it clearly, because when City were attacking, they were opening up spaces, and Sterling was using his speed, and they were causing problems. Nicholas Jackson, if he was really, his shooting boots were there, it should have been a different game. If Palmer had actually managed to score that goal that was saved by Edison, luckily, it should have been a different game. We would be talking about 5-4 as the end of this game. It should have been a different. Malo Gusto, if he had managed to score that chance where he was one-on-one with the goalkeeper, the one we saw earlier, Salah scoring against Brentford, it could have been a different game. And it deserved to be a different game, because I felt like Chelsea offered everything that they had to. They fought. Remember, they were playing with a team that just won a treble of trophies last season. The champions of England, the ones who were on the top of the league. And this team is still trying to, by all means, to actually get out from the other side of the league as their thing number 11, number 10. That tells you that something is coming of this Chelsea. That tells you that Mauricio Pochettino is creating something unique with this team. Is creating something that is going to live long, and maybe so many people are going to talk about as time goes on. But it was an exciting game, that's for sure. I can tell you that we saw the best of Chelsea. We saw what Chelsea could be. We saw what Chelsea are really working so hard to create, and Mauricio Pochettino has to be the man. He has to be the man. It seems like he is one who knows the way of getting the better of these youngsters. So many people told me that Mauricio Pochettino is very good at getting the best out of the young players. And, so many people doubt it, look so low on it and say whatever they say. But we are seeing it. It's evident in the game. You can see how much there is an influence of him in this team. How much this team is performing to another crazy level, best we have never seen. And I'm telling you, it's just going to keep going higher and higher from here. If this performance, if this type of play goes on like this, I'm telling you, this Chelsea is a different team. It's a different monster of a team that we have to keep an eye on. So many people should put some respect on this team. And I'm telling you, we saw it today. What a performance. The goals, I have to say, my favorite goal of this was the one that Jackson scored, because the reason why I'm saying that, the shot that was hit by Cole Palmer, by what's his name, the guy who was the vice captain at the moment, Conor Gallagher. And I loved that after hitting that shot, Jackson was there to finish up the chances, because I've never seen City being exposed like this. Guys, these guys have been playing for such a long time. I don't think there's a team that has scored 4 past them. I don't think there's a team that has done it, but Mauricio Pochettino's team has done it. And all the goals which were scored were all fair. There was no any goal that you said, no, it did not deserve to go in. That header from Thiago Silva, by the way, what a run to actually go connect with that goal. He ran and he went in front of the City players. Nobody, no defender, no one could actually read what he was doing. And the goalkeeper had to just watch the net shaking. What a performance. City thought they'd won it with that shot that Thiago Silva hit and it deflected going in. But because of the performance we had seen from Chelsea, because of the tenacity, the fighting spirit we had seen from this team, it was really going to be unfair for this game to end with nothing but a City win. So I really enjoyed and I really loved the fact that Chelsea became the team that had the last laugh. They managed to have the last laugh and end this game and give us one of the amazing, if not the best performance in this game. It's amazing. I can't wait to see how they build up from this. I can't wait to see how they actually create something from this, because wow, oh my God. Oh my God, this team is just out of this world. This team is creating something special. And you have to understand, look at like the edge, the edge of this team. It's maybe around 20, even 19. There are so many youngsters in this team that are giving their all in this game. You can see the leadership of some of the team players as well, in terms of Thiago Silva at the back, in terms of Reece James, who actually is still young but is now showing some characteristics of being a leader in this team. There's so much to build from this team, and I am telling you, if you either believe me or not, just keep an eye on what Mauricio Pochettino is cooking, because this team is going to be exciting. I have to say, as much as Chelsea were good, as much as Conor Gallagher was good, as much as this team gave it all, even Nicholas Jackson, the guy that people were making fun of, as much as he was good, I was not really convinced by the performance of, Moises Caicedo. And maybe it's going to take time for him to get used to this team, in a team that demands so much from a team. It's going to take time for him to actually develop the chemistry that causes problems going forward. But wow, what a game, man. What a game. I enjoyed this game. I enjoyed what we saw. Let's see where they can go from here. Man City, I think they can all go look at themselves in the eye and they ask themselves, maybe the fight is over. You might be surprised. Why would I say that with the type of performance we saw? City are well known of destroying teams, and we know that this Chelsea is still trying to build something exciting. But how did they just not show up in this game? How did they struggle to show something in this game? That's my question. I need an answer on that side, because they are the bigger team. They have more experience. They're playing with youngsters, team that is still building something exciting, and they just could not. It's crazy. That's why I'm saying that they have to look at themselves in the face, look at themselves in the mirror and ask them, what do we really want here? What are we really building from here? What's really happening? How are we doing this? Because when you really think about it, the team that deserved it more, it has to be Chelsea. They gave it that all. Sterling was just a house on fire. Kyle Walker could not keep up with him. Gvardiol could not keep up with him. Even when he was going in the center, in the middle, the likes of Akanji and Ruben Dias could not keep up with him. Rodri, for the first time, I felt like he looked so confused. So many times he was losing the ball. So many times he was being challenged and he was wondering what was happening, because of the pressure that Sterling was putting, Cole Palmer was putting, Conor Gallagher was putting, Enzo, the passes he was distributing to this team, it was out of this team. Even the guy who caused the yellow card, who caused the penalty, which I still feel like it was not even a penalty. This number 3, Cucurella, he was putting his all. He was fighting. This was like a team that was putting their neck on the line, playing with the champions, and they showed a champion level type of a performance. That's what I have to say. They showed one of the best in a champion level performance, and they deserve all the praise that they're getting. This is what we talk about. Every Chelsea fan who's leaving the ground is leaving the ground smiling, leaving the ground excited, because he can see what Todd Boehly and the Clear Lake, even though it took time, we can now see under Mauricio Pochettino the type of a team that they were trying to create. If they can get a silky and a good complete striker who can finish chances, I'm telling you, the future has never been so brighter than this. Sterling, I thought he was out, but the leadership he showed again. That's one of the guys. Reece James, Thiago Silva, Raheem Sterling. These guys are just unplayable. The way they were fighting, the way they were showing that they have something to prove in this game, the way Mauricio Pochettino is molding this team into world beaters. A clear sign that there is something unique that is coming out from this team. I don't know, I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. You are watching this game. This is my big match review of this game. I felt like there was more. I'll actually sit down. I'll do some reactions to this thing. I'll keep talking about this game. Remember, it's international break. We have so much time to revisit some of the games which were played here, and we're going to do so, talk about them, and go a little bit. We're